just a little bit more.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Houston.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing the division.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
In motion left here, Landry. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The keeper there good for about 9, and then he'll leave him with a 3rd and inches.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Here's Taylor again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Defensively, they were all over that one. He decided to keep it. There were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side with Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Henderson running straight ahead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Running left, Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jonathan Taylor
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw again. Catch made here by Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Herb Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for two. Jones throwing for it.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson options out left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Breece Hall
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a little element there of chasing points because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against you.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Jones. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Julian Love picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Darrell Henderson, 56 yards.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Under pressure, they got him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Jones.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Off play action. Jones. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
first and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
61 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cooper will come in motion right.
Hall again.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Colts. Irv Smith Jr. already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. That's caught, and he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson going to run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Up the middle, here's Henderson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. Being chased out left. Got a man complete to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back out in the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A pitch comes to Hall.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Here we go, 3rd and 1. cut. Check time on both sides. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jones off the play fake. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
To throw is Jones. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here's Jones. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's got room.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Houston, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week.